Hi guys, welcome to ExamDebug again. This is Chris McKenna and we're continuing our Python 3 tutorial. Today we're going to continue on with more lists. So this is not the first list class, we did another one before, then we did some ifs, then we did some for loops, and now we're going to be looking at some of the other stuff that we can do with a list. So let's start by creating a little list, and we'll call it my list, just to be very original. And I'm going to say my list equals, let's keep it simple, R. So it's just going to be some letters, just so you can see how this works better. C, D, anything else we like. Okay, so we've got a simple list there. Now we can do other stuff with lists that can be quite useful. So we've already seen that we can do my list dot append. So we'll just review that quickly. So my list dot append. So let's add on another one. Let's add on G. And we could also remove from the list my list dot remove. Let's take away G again. So this one will add the item to the list, this one will remove it from the list. But we might not know the specific item that we're looking for. We might just want to remove, it might just be more like a queue. And for doing that, we can take each item off the list using its number. So as we've seen before, so let's say we did a print, and we printed my list 0. If we print that, it's going to say R, because this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So we can use these numbers a little bit. So the first thing we could do is we could pop an item off a list. Now with pop, see the tooltip there. So if we pop an item just by itself, that means take it off the list, but also output the value at the same time. So we can still print it, but it will be removed from the list. You could just use it alone. You wouldn't have to do anything with the value. Let's say we do this. You see L. So this will always take the last item of the list. If we repeat it again, in fact, what we'll do is we'll print the list after it as well, so you can see. Print my list. Okay, so L is printed out, but it's also removed from the list. And then the next one we'll take from the list is the D, and then C, and then R, until the list is empty. And so it's last in, first out, LIFO, which means it's going to take always the last item on the list as your pop. However, you can use the index, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you wanted to switch it round, if you always wanted to take the first item, so first in, first out, then you could put the index 0 in there at the beginning. And this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Print. And this way it's going to take the R from the front rather than the other one. Now, for some reason, we may wish to do another. It's hard to predict every situation, so it's good to know certain things that you can do with lists. So we may wish to say, for example, remove C. But say we don't know where C is. Well, what we could do, I'm going to delete all of this first. I'm going to say I probably shouldn't have deleted all of it. My list, print my list, just so we can see what's going on. And I can find out where I can find out the index number by searching the list. So I can do my list dot index brackets, and as you'll see, I can put in the value there that I want to find. For example, if I wanted to know the index of C, oops, I need to print it out, sorry. Print, it will tell us which number C is. So C is 1. Yes, that's right. Confused myself for a second there, yeah, because it's 0, 1. If I wanted to do D, 5, it's going to tell us it's number 2. And then we could use that if we wanted to pop my list, my list dot pop, and we could just use the index. So this is equal to the number, so it's quite good that you can combine these things together. If you start practicing with that, rather than putting this into a variable and then using that, you can just use it directly inside of the other one. So this is going to be the same as my list, take away my list at the number where it equals D. Now of course that's going to be sort of similar to remove, but with this one we can use that value if we wanted to. We can print it out, whereas with remove we couldn't print it out, I think. Try that out and see. Okay, other things that we can do with the lists, we can sort them. So my list dot sort. Let's get rid of this indexy one, and we'll print my list after it. Oops, I forgot my brackets. Silly Chris. Okay, and that will change it to be into alphabetical order. But as you probably saw there when you open this up, so we can choose different options. Do we want it to be reversed in different ways? We can play about with that and adjust, make it reverse order, and other such things as well. Okay, so that's just, I just wanted to give you a tiny bit more on lists. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. If you look online, you can find all the different options of things that you can do with lists. This is not exhaustive by any means, but don't feel restricted by them. You can take things off, you can add things on, you can find out the numbers, and you can use the numbers in different ways to see what's going on with your lists. As a practice, yeah, you might just want to make a list again of you might want to add to the last program you were working on where you created a list of something. Maybe this time you can try sorting the list or try removing items from the list as you print them, and just experiment and see what's going on with our list options. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.